Taylor Anderson, the first known American victim of the Japan earthquake and tsunami, lived out her dream. She died in a country she loved. The 24-year-old taught English in the town of Ishinomaki. Officials there say she spent her final moments making sure her young students were safe, but ultimately ran out of time to save herself. Her body was found on Monday not far from her school. Taylor's mother, Jean, and her sister, Jules, join us now from the family home in Virginia, just outside of Richmond. Thank you both for being with us this morning, and our sincere condolences on your loss.
Thank you.
Jean, I know your husband is in Japan right now, along with Taylor's boyfriend. What's the latest that you've heard from them?
We haven't heard anything today, but yesterday they did land safely. They were checked into their hotel. Morning time, nighttime, our time, they would be heading out to Ishinomaki. They were going to go to the school where she taught. They were going to look at the area where she was found and also try to check into her apartment.
And I understand anything left in her apartment, you'd actually like to donate to the folks in Japan who are in so much need.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Her clothing and her pots and pans. Most of the knick-knacky things that she collected during her time in Japan and her travels, we're going to probably bring home.
Mm-hmm. Talk to us a little bit about Taylor. Jules, by all accounts, your sister was this incredibly warm, caring young woman who had such a connection with her students and clearly cared so much about them. Tell us a little bit more, things that we don't know.
I mean, it wasn't just with her students, it was also with her neighbors and fellow JET teachers. I mean, she touched so many lives over there. She just could create a bond of friendship that not many people could do. She was so sincere, and she was always willing to help. I mean, she was one of the most sincerest persons I've ever met, and I mean, just going beyond teaching, she had an enthusiasm for life that truly affected others. She was always doing something on the weekends, always planning trips. She was that person that people wanted to travel with because she made it such a good time. She took advantage of everything that was in front of her, and she just lived her life to the fullest.
Jean, as I understand it, it wasn't just a connection with people her own age or even her students, but she also had a real connection even with some of the older people in Japan, and you were able to witness that firsthand.
Yes. She was a teacher for older adults. They had a club called the Kiwi Club. They were older Japanese people who wanted to learn conversational English. And she would meet with them once a month, and they would go over phrases, catchphrases. She taught them a lot of American ways, or explained the American ways. And when I met her students, they loved her. They had just warm, kind things to say about her, and they even said she was their favorite teacher, and she connected to them.
That must have been so wonderful for you to see and to hear as a parent, especially knowing your daughter was happy where she was, but having her be so far away.
Yes, I was very proud of her.
Jules, there's been such an outpouring of support, just over the last 10 days or so as we've been talking with you guys, and I know as you were leading your search online. Is a lot of that outpouring still continuing for you guys this morning?
Oh, it's amazing. I haven't really been checking too much lately, but what I have checked, my notifications, I have, at least 50 every time I log in. It's been incredible. So we're hoping that we will still get that support coming in. We have a lot of things that we want to do in her name, including getting together a memory book in her name, and then we're also thinking about starting a foundation in her name to help support what's going on in Japan, just because that's what she would have wanted. She would have wanted Japan to rebuild and become that beautiful country again. So we're going to do everything in her name to get Japan back to where it should be.
She had such a passion for that country, and clearly a passion for many people. Jean, what is the most important thing to you that people know as they honor your daughter's memory?
Well, Taylor was a warm, kind human being, and thought a lot about others, and her last acts on earth were helping somebody else. So that pretty much sums up who she was. She loved her friends, she loved her boyfriend, she loved her family, and she always showed that, and we felt that.
She set quite an example for a number of people, continuing to teach us so many things, even after her passing. Jean and Jules Anderson, thanks for taking the time to speak with us. I know it can't be easy. We really appreciate it. And again, please accept our condolences.
Thank you.